Yesterday, so did we, but now it's a big weekend, and as Mike likes to say, these just might be 3 7th game of the World Series.
Well, they don't feel like a regular game. This rivalry has really turned into a good one. And, the one thing that you look at coming into tonight's ball game is the pitching matchup. Logan Webb has been pitching lights out. A lifetime ERA and a couple starts against the A's is 2.02 in this ballpark. But the A's are throwing a lefty, and the Giants this year are 2-10 against lefties with a 167 batting average. But one good thing, they got Tyler Fitzgerald off the IL. He's in the lineup tonight, and he's been hitting .333 against lefties, so hopefully that'll give him a little shot in the arm.
All right, should be fun tonight, and it is expected to be a full house here at Oracle Park. All right, stay tuned. We'll take you back to the NBC Sports Bay Area studios for more, and we'll do that right after this.
Presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
All right, here we are back at Oracle Park on this Friday night. It's a bit cool, but a sellout crowd expected. Mike, what do you got?
All right, time now for our Ultimate Performer, brought to you by your Bay Area BMW Centers. Jung-Hoo Lee at a home run in consecutive games against the Diamondbacks. Tuesday, a 3-run shot off the lefty Joe Mantiply. And then Wednesday, a 2-run shot out of Ryan Nelson. They were the first home runs this season by Lee at Oracle Park. Last year, he only hit 1.
Expecting Jung-Hoo Lee more this weekend. So anyway, we'll see what happens. You just saw your starter for the Giants. And when we come back, stay tuned. We'll have the lineups and the first pitch, like I said, right after this. Back here at Oracle Park, the umpires are out, lineup cards being exchanged, and we are just about ready for the Giants to take the field. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. 57 degrees, that's just about right. And you can see the winds, pretty typical, around 15 miles per hour. And this is what it looks like.
All right, winds, as Kite mentioned, 15 miles per hour, swirling around the infield. And when you get high enough, it starts to give you a little bit of help. And right now, you're getting help from foul line to foul line. So, on a night that it's going to be cool and windy, you're going to see some help from Mother Nature in pushing home runs. That's now. That could all change in 2 innings.
All right, let's take a look at the A's lineup. It'll be Wilson, Soderstrom, and then Rooker. Langerhans, he'll do the catching. He'll hit in the 5th slot. Then it's the very talented Lawrence Butler. He'll be in right field hitting 9th. Andujar, Blade, Kurtz, and then Luis Urias, the second baseman, will hit 9th. Jung-Hoo Lee, 6 home runs, 29 runs batted in as he looks at a strike. We are just underway here at Oracle Park. Glad you joined us on this May Friday night. Another pop-up out into shallow left field, and that'll end the inning. So both pitchers, Sears, Webb, 1, 2, 3, first innings.
Count when he's right.
Hammered to the left. Back Soderstrom, looking up, out of here. What an at bat for Wilmer Flores. It's 4-0.
That is a bone crusher for Sears. You know that many pitches into an at-bat with the bases loaded and you work it into a challenge situation. You do, and you pay the ultimate price. That'll sour your attitude.
For Wilmer, that's his 7th career grand slam. How about that? Here's Jung-Hoo Lee. And he takes outside for a ball.
Man, that's how you light up a Friday night crowd.
Yeah, that's how you get him into it, right?
Get him into it, eh? What I love about Wilmer is when he hits him, he smiles.
He does.
But this at-bat, this entire at-bat is going to make his holiday video to share with his family. Here, Sears, he had the challenge. Right at the belt, boom, no stride. And that was the 10th pitch of the at-bat.
2-1 to Jung-Hoo Lee.
Talked about the push that you're getting to the outfield of this ballpark tonight. There's evidence of it.
Knocked that glove right out of the guy's hand. He hit it so hard. Roll to second. Urias has got it. He'll sling it to first.
Lee is right there, tied with Pete Crow Armstrong, James Wood, and Geraldo Perdomo.
And I was wrong. Sears is back. This will be his 90th pitch of the night. And it's a called strike. Lee has flied out to left center and grounded out to second. Now you got a couple of right-handed hitters to follow. Grant Holman, the right-hander, up in the bullpen. Maybe he's just in there for this one hitter. Strike two call. There's Holman. He's been up. He's thrown almost as many pitches as Sears has by now. Too high.
Probably going to be the last guy he faces, the way the bullpen's heating up right now. And the Giants are going to have two big right-handed hitters coming up next.
Up the middle, base hit. Jung-Hoo Lee crosses up that strategy. Pretty good two-strike hitter. And Mark Kotsay hops up out of the dugout. The right-hander's ready in the bullpen. I mean, if he's not ready by now, it's the third inning in a row that he started warming up. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Engine light on.
The University of Oregon and St. Ignatius in San Francisco. Got a little funk to his delivery, a low three-quarter release. He's going to be a low 90s guy with sink. He's got a sweeping slider. Like that. Have a night, Wilmer Flores. My goodness.
So Crook, big night for him. And he's down and away. Pitching. You think he left a few tickets for this one?
Well, I hope so.
6 feet 4 inches tall. And he's been around for a while. He got right on the outside with that changeup, and the count is 2-2. He's 30 years old and was originally drafted 8 years ago out of the University of Oregon by the Giants. 4th round draft choice by the Giants. Bloop along the left field line. Fair. Jung-Hoo Lee for second. Behind the back dribble by Soderstrom. 61-mile-an-hour exit speed there on a double.
Wow, let's take a look at Wilmer Flores getting a fastball. Middle in, they set an outside target. It comes across the plate, middle in, and he stays inside it and does this. And it had just enough steam to get over the wall. And there's the greeter, Willie Adames, first in line. And I'll take your helmet, my friend.
Glad that everybody's okay, because that's always my first concern when people are hitting balls back at the pitchers. But J.P. Sears and Logan Webb getting in on the defense tonight, too. Let's get back out to Oracle Park right now and take you inside Bob Melvin's post-game presser.
Bob, I know we've talked about Wilmer a couple times now, but given, again, on a larger scale, what he had to go through last year to have the season he's having a night like tonight, just what does it mean?
Probably a lot. So does 8 RBIs and 3 homers. I mean, it's pretty remarkable where he's come from, you know, last year to this year, having the surgery, coming to spring training, a little uncertainty involved. And what's he tied for the league in RBIs, all of baseball? And it's pretty remarkable. He's a pretty tough kid.
You've talked about how he has a nose for RBIs. What does that mean to you? Are his best at-bats coming in those situations?
Yeah, I mean, you look at his overall OPS going into the game, what was it, like 710 or something like that? But then in all the clutch spots, all the big RBI spots, knowing the opponent, knowing how he's going to be pitched, knowing what he has to do. You know, we've seen him shoot balls in between first and second to win games because that's where the hole is. Had a pretty good game plan going against Sears, who's a pretty good pitcher. And then obviously the grand slam. At the time, it looks like it's going to be Webb and Sears, and it's going to go down, you know, both guys are going to be out there for quite a while in a low-scoring game. Three homers later was Flo's game.
You guys have always remained consistent in your belief in Wilmer, but is what he's doing at least a little bit surprising so far?
Well, I don't know that anybody would have predicted this, but when he came back in spring training and you saw that it was pretty normal to what we've seen before, we felt like good about him, but I don't think anybody could have predicted this.
You had him in the 2 spot tonight, which ended up being, you know, a great move. What went into the decision to put him in the 2 spot, and do you think you'll maybe keep him there for a little while?
He was there the other day too. It just depends. You know, since we've had Adames out of the 2 hole, Flo just seems like a kind of a natural. We'll see how it goes tomorrow, but he's done some pretty good damage there.
그는 또 한 번 해냈다. 차세대 국가대표 중심 타자 이정후가 미국 무대에서 다시 한번 존재감을 각인시켰다. 비록 이날 기록지는 5타수 2안타, 타점 0, 홈런 0, 득점 0으로 마무리됐지만 그의 방망이는 오래킬 파크를 뜨겁게 달궜고 현지 해설진까지 탄성을 내지르게 만들었다. 경기 초반에는 침묵했지만 이정후는 침묵하지 않는다. 상대 선발 시어스를 끝끝내 끌어내린 것도 그의 2번째 타석에서 나온 집념의 안타였다. 2 스트라이크 불리한 카운트에서 집요하게 파울로 커트한 끝에 중전 안타로 작전 구상을 완전히 뒤엎었다. 상대 벤치가 긴급히 불펜을 가동할 정도로 이정후의 안타 한 방은 분위기를 바꾸는 결정타였다. 그리고 7회 이정후의 마법은 다시 펼쳐졌다. 배럴 타구도 아닌 61km의 낮은 속도에 빗맞은 타구가 좌익수 라인 끝에 절묘하게 떨어지며 두루타로 연결됐다. 타구 속도보다 더 놀라웠던 건 그의 순간 판단력과 주루 센스였다. 공이 떨어지는 순간 두루를 향해 돌진한 그에게 관중은 아낌없는 기립박수를 보냈고 상대 수비는 어이없는 표정으로 뒤를 바라볼 수밖에 없었다. 이정후는 단순한 컨택 히터가 아니다. 그는 상대의 허를 찌르는 야구 지능과 결정적인 순간을 읽는 감각으로 보이지 않는 홈런을 날리는 타자다. 비록 홈런은 없었지만 그의 2개의 안타는 팀의 중심을 단단히 잡아주는 축이 됐다. 시즌 타율도 .298구로 다시 상승세를 탔으며 점차 메이저리그 투수들의 패턴을 파악해가는 그의 적응력은 가히 전설적이다. 이날 경기는 윌머 플로레스의 만루 홈런으로 승부가 갈렸지만 이정후의 존재감은 결코 작지 않았다. 오히려 숨은 APB라는 표현이 어울릴 정도로 매 타석이 계산된 전쟁이었다. 미국 현지 언론 역시 이정후는 2 스트라이크 이후에도 흔들리지 않는다. 완벽한 기술 타자라는 극찬을 아끼지 않았다. 우리는 지금 또 하나의 야구 전설이 탄생하는 순간을 목격하고 있다. 코리안 아이콘 이정후. 그는 더 이상 KBO의 미래가 아닌 메이저리그의 중심이다. 앞으로도 계속되는 그의 활약, 그 모든 순간을 함께하고 싶다면 다음 영상도 절대 놓치지 마십시오.